Gets his lights knocked out there by that fault line, but they'll be ready to push on out here. TP out straight away there, looked a little bit dangerous for valyn.
That wall will go up just to obscure the view, but Trent backing up, caught before he could round the corner. All of C9 gathered up, ready to explode through tree. G2 on the rotate. Do they want to try to take the fight to them, though?
They're battered net pretty low. Xeppaa and Mitch, not so much. They're able to get in and make this fight, but net, yep, just going to be that anchor player. Didn't have a lot of help to work with, while the rest of C9 get up and in onto that A site.
I like this. They're trying to flip the site, take control of Heaven. valyn is ready for this, though, with the paranoia on standby. Not a moment to send it just yet.
Barry, though, is in stairs. G2 have limited options to get into the site. Nox, he's going to be forced back by that paranoia. jawgemo stunned briefly. Now you got to go for it. Leaf and jawgemo looking to group up here. Here comes the Teo util in. It's going to be back and forth. Leaf's able to get in there, though. Vic trying to play around this one way to some degree. Leaf's already on the defuse. It's up to Vic here. Got to find a way through, but he's sticking it. Right
to meet up with Jaw on site, who's still got that outlaw. Couldn't connect the shot on the prior round, and will have to connect 2 to kill anyone on C9. They've all got the heavy arms.
Yes. In the head, buddy. There it is. Oxy down to 10. Mitch able to deal with Trent at the very least, and Net wants to go towards Baby Doll. What a catch! Off of his own Crav Net wide. That is huge. jawgemo and valyn now have to put it together. The Lacto is a long way away, but Jorg takes a swing, takes a shot, and Vic is cleaned up, but man, he needs help. And the mastermind is too far away.
Unfortunately, it takes 3 millennia to reload the outlaw. You have to be far away.
A literal ice age. Net here. There's no hurry. Yeah, valyn picks him up, but Net's been playing that position in the post plant constantly.
All of a sudden, we've got some real danger, and danger aside, the economic damage already dealt from G2 is
pretty good.
More than enough to be happy to walk away with. valyn just goes down here.
Denying 3 guns from Cloud9 on a bonus round at G2. valyn, if he can get just a little more, he'll be grinning.
Good luck, though, against the breach Teo trying to defuse a spike with the clock ticking.
There is it. TP here for valyn, but won't be able to reposition now that Teo util going to come in, and valyn hasn't left himself enough time. He'll be walking away from this one here as 3 players. 1-3-1, look for the defenders now as Oxy. He's hit with a concuss. He's going to take some damage here and walk out into the open. Just beg for his frag to be taken, and Trent finds the other.
Oh, Mitch wanted to trade that out, but G2 had a few rifles trained on that choke point. I mean, even if Mitch got 1, he was going to go down as well. Advantage extended for G2.
What a disastrous start to the round. Net throws down the grab net. Gets in onto that seaside. Leaf is going to be forced away here. He lacks back up right now, and Waterfall smoked off.
Happy to just retreat is Leaf. Wow, C9, they want to push more.
This?
They want to take this duel.
Okay, well, Leaf says, I'll have 1, thank you. Yes, perhaps the wall now. That's cleared also pretty easy now. There's a chance here for G2. Net trying to push up now. Trent finds his 3rd of the round. Xeppaa sat back on the site. Get ready for a spray, but valyn puts it to bed.
Breakout star trying to brute force into tree past the Viper wall. Will get control of the area. G2, they've rotated quickly to defend this.
The rolling thunder going to come in, but the annihilation is going to slow, well, you'd think, Cloud9 up. Instead, they're going to go for it anyway. Concuss does connect onto Mitch, but it's still all systems go for C9. And there's Oxy fighting his double. Mitch folds away, knows valyn has no choice but to take this fight, and it's an easy pickup, although Vic somehow on the periphery was down. JonahP finds his, and now Leaf has to fight in against Oxy and Mitch in the post plant.
Oh, that was some great movement to get the kill on Xeppaa, his longtime old teammate. But now, 1 versus 2, Oxy and Mitch trying to set up a crossfire. Leaf creeping upstairs, going for the flank at some point here. Oxy needs to be aware. So
this
much
has got to
time is ticking.
Oxy knows. He has that awareness, but I think Leaf has managed to avoid detection. They're never going to check pit. Here's Leaf. 1. Leaf! Mastermind!
Feeling the pressure from the fault line, going to drop the Viper's pit, try and delay this seaside execute, allow some rotates to come through.
And he avoids all of it. Every one of those ultimates, yep. Okay, well, Leaf's going to sit inside the pit that wasn't able to be cleared by all of that util. There was someone caught inside that annihilation at the very least. Looks like they were rescued, though. Was it a clone? Was that a Yoru clone inside the annihilation? Well, we'll check back in on that.
And this time C9, they're back on the pivot to A. I like this util to re-clear rubble, but they're flashed up, denied, and the guiding salvo forces them back out of the choke point.
The retake wall gets thrown up. Denies their vision, and Cloud9 now 34 seconds to work with. B is the only option they haven't tried getting. Net actually able to find some momentum. But JonahP steps back up, sits him down. And now you've got no choice. Cloud9 had to throw themselves at this solution. And it's going to be Vic solo TPing forward. Jonah lazily takes him out. Now with 2 players left, this is Cloud9 in a position to try and plant, but time is short and Jaw. Yeah, he can't see the planter. Valyn, though, tries to make something happen from upper, but it's a solo endeavor.
This is must-win for C9. They can't give this round up. They can't afford to lose another.
Xeppaa is low. Leaf knows he's up there, and he is starting to creep up on the site. Xeppaa is holding a passive angle here, and he swings it! Jaw just deals with him. Now Leaf can potentially try and work around the extremities of this poison orb. Someone give it a tickle!
G2 with this early control, the breach, the Tejo, it's just too strong on that area of the map. Wants to make a duel against Jaw, but he just can't win that. You can't beat Jaw right now.
Alright, Leaf gonna be leaked here briefly. Oxy, though, a little bit too late to capitalize on that, but still gets himself onto the side here. Once again, G2 not looking to interfere pre-plant. They're really giving a lot of space.
C9 want to find a pick. They want to even this 4v4 dimensional drift to get the information for the retakers.
Okay, Oxy, a little sharp. More of that. And Cloud9 will be smooth sailing. JonahP chimes back in. Professor will book no nonsense. Jaw? Okay, just from the dimensional drift into a fault line, not ideal. Mitch sets that up well. Now the Rolling Thunder. Just as Leaf was trying to make a push, so Vic's able to clean him up comfortably and find a second from the back of sight. It's up to Old Faithful, Old Reliable. Valyn will at least 2 kills for Vic. He happily snaps him up. Now though, this is not a round that will be supported by mass ultimates.
Wow, different from C9. They want to just contact out of here with a flash though.
Okay, we get there. It's a little dicey, but we get there. 2 sprayed down there with the Phantom. Jonah's going to have to stand and fight here, but he went for the weapon switch. And Zep was able to catch him out.
Great refight from Cloud9. They just need to seal the deal, trade down effectively in the 3 versus 2. They can go tree into A safely.
Leaf already with a massive 1 versus 3 clutch earlier in this half.
Vic still has a paranoia. Could be a big piece of util to have one of his teammates swing off of, or he can proc that when the spike is tapped, flash up the person trying to defuse.
Jaw should be able to switch to a rifle. Yep, he's picked up a Phantom.
Time to jump.
Op really not really wants to be in a fight like this. Now they're making all sorts of noise here with the paranoia. There's the clone. A lot of damage being put on C9 here. Jaw tries to swing it. Leaf is there. Oh my goodness, Leaf. There's more work to be done. Very classy little right click here, and he knows approximately where Xeppaa is, but not exactly. It's the 2 teammates, brothers in arms from yesterday. I'm happy to throw down, but of course, Cloud9 syncopate a little bit. They are going to walk up through this smoke still and clear that area with the aftershock.
Yeah, Salvo forces jawgemo to retreat, take that teleport back to A, double up with Trent. That is a strong duo to anchor this site. Armageddon comes through to try to force them off. Out Trent is caught.
Hello? Okay. I don't think he knew where to go. Flashed out, it's unclear either way. Jonah hit with that grab net. That's the second time Net has pulled off that play, following up on his own grab net. And there's Oxy converting and doing what needs to be done. It's going to be Vic called upon here to be the contact player from the C side. And okay, Joe. Shoulder peek to confirm there is an Omen in the site. Paranoia is going to force Vic out entirely though, so for relatively little cost, G2 is set up on C.
Yeah, time for a full retake situation. Fair bit of utility for Cloud9 to work with. There's a stealth drone for Xeppaa. Vic has that paranoia to try and get back in, and Mitch's fault line just cycled. Not a situation you see super often on a pistol round, but let's see if C9 have a protocol for this, if they've got that set retake ready.
Yeah, grab net there as well for Net. Okay, there's a fault line, comes from both ways. In fact, 3 players from C9 stunned up, but G2 aren't in a position to capitalize, and here's the fight. jawgemo with the right click on the side. Valyn doesn't want to fully commit. He knows he's a little out at sea. The rest of his team are sat on mound, and Valyn is going to be the sacrificial lamb to try and hold them up. He gets his, and now from long distance, and all this terrifying util, Cloud9 have got to fight through a... Not set up to aggressively play into rubble this time.
Purely predictive that someone would be jiggling or holding C with the dark cover there.
I guess the fully armored target. Actually, I think that was the half armor, half armor player. Either way, Vic. Those ones are tough to swallow.
Oh, Net wants to re-clear, but Leaf, keenly aware, doesn't forgo. They're about to get 2 free upgrades as well, by the way.
And they've had the C side for free 2 rounds in a row. This time now with a very undermanned C9 who Well, I think they're thinking about holding on to these weapons as long as they can.
They might just have to go for the save here.
That outlaw line.
Cover goes down. Pressure from the Tejo. G2, they try to rush this through the smoke.
Okay, Vic's able to recover something, but that util has been very, very good from JonahP. Fault line sets an easy kill up for Vic. Okay, Mitch not too bad, finding 2 here. It's Xeppaa and the armorless net remaining. Xeppaa's going to give them too much here. Can sort of go and scout this with the drone. Honestly, this is a ratty spot, Xeppaa. That is extremely rodent-esque. He's getting out of it. Swinging on it. Oh, Jorg. Okay.
Timing.
Had his back turned. Yep, sometimes it just...
signs of life for C9 in the second half. Oxy going in fast, wants to play top. Rubble. jawgemo getting that information with the dimensional drift, actually pivoting into B where the rest of the team will meet him.
Yeah, already flash pressure going to be there. Net going to force Net back. And immediately the judge goes to work, but Oxy with a spray down through is able to catch out the offender. Now it's going to fall apart for G2. It's just Leaf. Spike a long way away. He's playing from upper, still doable with those headshots. Leaf versus Vic. Old versus new. The mastermind versus the student. There it is.
It used to be a must pick.
Net. The aim laps. Brimming with confidence, pushes out a B, runs into a drone. Clowns on him a little bit. jawgemo hoping that flash is going to keep the stairs players at bay for a little bit. Clone is going to be hit. Jorg pushing ahead of so much of this util. He's got the site locked down, but all of Cloud9 able to pull up to upper.
You can just see by his pathing the disregard for his own life that jawgemo has, man. He is fearless.
Disregard for his own, but also his opponent's. It's an easy pickup for him. No self-preservation mechanism ends up being his secret power. And that was an annihilation sent topside by G2. Trent lets it go. Valyn again. Rock solid! He's third for the rounds. Now it's up to Nets. Try to unravel the chokehold that his old team has put. This really hurts. Cloud onto this A side of the map. They want to brawl for it. There's a TP away. Jorg up on Rubble, and Oxy is already in there. Valyn got taken down. That was the peak on the left side of Rubble. Jorg now has to think twice about going for this, and Oxy is deep. The cat amongst the pigeons. Don't mind if I do, he says. 9th frag of the game. More muted outing for Oxy, but come alive just now when he needs to.
They want to pivot towards C. Net is just jiggling, ready to throw the grab net in case they're walking in, but Leaf.
What about the dead
speed?
net?
Oh my god, the reaction on that is sick.
There's JonahP. Vic is low, by the way. Just a strong wind to blow him over, and JonahP is a hurricane. We'll even up, though, in the post-plant. Leaf stepping forward on the side, getting ahead of the util. Oh, it's just too easy, baby.
In the middle of the map.
Headhunter.
Oh, what a first shot.
What a way to pick up where you left off as well. It's Oxy of all plays going down to that moment. And again, we saw this as well. Towards the end of Lotus, Mitch able to recover things in a pinch.
Out of nowhere, duel against JonahP could determine the round, and it's 1 for the defenders, 3 versus 2. They can play to the man advantage in this retake.
Yeah, plenty of players set up towards tower here by G2, but the smokes are in their way right now. Speculative shots to try and soften up C9 in this post-fight. Vic tries to get ahead of it.
Oh, I can't believe that miss. Threaded the needle with that right click.
And the prof has himself his hat trick now. Low might just be the play used to draw Net out of hiding. Nice little connection here, but...
From Leaf getting into that A main position, a couple G2 players stacked up for B, and actually a quick rotate from Jonah, but the first blood is found by Vic, and with the Cosmic Divide, it's easy access to the B site.
Yeah, Net able to develop that one pretty early. So here it is, Jorg and JonahP set up on the other side of that wall. Again, just a bonus here for G2, but they're definitely hoping to keep a lid on this C9 economy, to give them too free a win. Oxy waiting, salivating for a chance to throw down, but Trent is going to find his 2.
Opportunity to do some real damage. G2, if they can find one more, that would be enough to have a pretty solid round.
Easy.
Oh, easy.
Sticks the landing, and now he will lie in wait. Obviously, the rendezvous means he can get out of here at a pinch. So just one free pick, and then peace out! No, it's going to be Oxy to clean him up. Sometimes here with the Owl drone, or to the Astra Stars set up. Pretty straightforward assortment of them. Now we can get past that gravity well pretty easily. Okay, Net gets the jump on Jorg here. So any threat of that wraparound through mid has been neutralized.
Now do G2 actually want to go for this in the 3 versus 5? Or are they going to save? Here comes the fault line from JonahP.
Null command from Mitch just popped here, so I think that's it. You're recalling it. Of course, they're talking to him now. I mean, Nebula being thrown up towards Heaven here by Cloud9, so it's the go signal for sure. Oxy with a Cloudburst to try and deny any high ground play. He's going to plunge now straight out of that Cloudburst. Mitch has been so good on the ground. There's that tour de force though, claims his first victim of the round. It's Net out of the picture. Trent finds yet another one. George sat there waiting for Oxy to show. He knows Xeppaa's high, but can't make the adjustment. Now it's Leaf. Headhunter, tour de force ready. And Mitch, who's been pretty darn good.
Split here, they're going to have to deal with Leaf with this off. He wants to get his and teleport away, but just forced off by the flash. Can't get the value intended.
Oxy is very early getting into tower, though. I don't know how aware Jonah could be of this. And Oxy can get down their throats pretty fast, but instead opts to pull out back towards the middle part of the map and doesn't show himself either. Jorg checks it as he comes through with that dimensional drift, but he doesn't see Oxy yet. Rolling Thunder, Mitch trying to get away from that one. He's knocked right off into the distance, so there's Jorg. Mitch is dealt with. Sat in a main now, but again, the post-plant setup can be pretty oppressive for the attackers, unless they're all dead. It's just Net to play from here, and Vic's been a non-factor in this round, Wyatt.
Unfortunately, that op has just been next to useless. What a shot from Net, but the trade just as swift from jawgemo.
What do you do from here? He's trying to make sure they don't catch the timing on him. Okay, here's the Cosmic Divide coming out pretty much straight away. Null command also popped by Mitch, so very hard and fast hit over to the B side.
But here comes the battle on the flank. This is crucial. Can Net find the kill? No! Oh my god.
Now you're on the clock.
jawgemo is so nasty.
Tick-tock now for C9. They know there's a chance to get wrapped on here, so they got to go forward, but JonahP is indomitable. Brick wall that stands in their way, and that first divide's about to come down. There's a second up, though. Valyn laid his down as well. Xeppaa's got a little rat spot in the corner, but Trent has the bait. And once again, it's Mitch alone on the site. He puts the groundwork in.
He's playing the float roll in spawn, can go to either site. Can Leaf find a pick here, though?
That's tough.
Forced away. Jonah in so much trouble. Pressure from Oxy in mid.
Buy some time, but Oxy won't be denied for long. He's expecting some action here. And he's about right. That's a clone that's going to round the corner. Trent opens things up. Oxy's healthy enough to not have to worry about shockies, but getting lit would be an issue. He has to Cloudburst this. Backs away from the shocks. God, how do you win that? Jorg taken down, and here come Cloud9 onto the B side, hitting it hard. Leaf was the anchor player, and he will be dealt with. Still 3 players for G2 to apply to this situation. And Trent is 1 away from Hunter's Fury.
Oxy does a fantastic job getting his, but just causing so much disarray, delaying, letting the clock run down. G2, the time is expiring. Their hopes are expiring of actually getting it diffused. There's still a molly in the hands of Mitch, and on tap, that's going to be thrown out.
Xeppaa's got an ult too.
This round should be done.
I like this from Valyn. Push up. Mitch doesn't expect it. You've got to get defusing pretty quickly though now, and Vic handles Valyn. Now Trent could be a problem.
Out of nowhere. Off of a recon, perhaps?
They're going to push Leaf with this Alder and come. Oh my word! How do you see that coming? It's inhuman. The correction is ridiculous.
Vic has worked his way into vents, trying to be a presence, draw some attention as the split comes in. Xeppaa gets 1 tag, can Vic do anything in heaven? Awkward, fighting against JonahP.
Got a bit of damage on him there, but Jonah's been really hard to shift, and again he comes out on top. Now Net has to play for the low ground. Rolling Thunder going to be thrown at the site here by G2, and they are in. They capitalize instantly. Net and Xeppaa reeling, nowhere to go.
Tragic low buy for C9 to end this half. Leaf again going for the jump around this time.
Rounds.
Look at this awareness right now from Trent. He's posted up on the angle for Oxy. If he rounds the corner, this should be a free kill.
This is what I'm saying. Valyn's calling structure, G2 in general, they shut down these breakout star players. They're taking Oxy's voice away.
They've even hit him with a fault line. Oh my god, he almost converted too.
That's a lot of damage.
Matter of fact, that's the amount of HP Jonah has left from that engagement.
They're barely holding it together, but still it's an important piece off the board for Cloud9 as G2 put them in check for the half.
Off all that distraction made from Oxy, though, it's allowed the rest of his team to just contact forward. They want to take an aggressive fight off the paranoia.
Tour de force here for Leaf, not that it's necessary, but hey, round 12 and all.
C9 not able to find the value with that aggression as intended. They fall back despite now. Can Net find anything with the Sheriff? He can.
It's not good enough. It's not the weapon he needs in that situation. It's 3 for Leaf already, and it's up to Vic. All on his low. Oxygen and Cloud9. His whole career.
And then after Oxygen, Cloud9 again. Valyn on the retreat. It's Cloud9 aggressive in mid. Net finds the first onto Trent.
Sorry, Trent, you are not Arsenal today. Valyn tries to go for a cheeky little wrap there, but is spotted out. That said, post-plant set up for G2 back in security. Jawgemo is set up, but he will have his hands full.
Hands full, but he has to be the hero. Jawgemo needs to find at least one and then threaten that backstab.
Okay, Headhunter secures one. Leaf flash forced away, now the Nebula in his face. Jonah might step onto the side here and look for a little pinch of magic. He saw Oxy. They're going, he can com this! He can com this to Leaf. He knows he's going to be overwhelmed, but he can't do anything about it still. Jonah has snuck in behind this space. It's been opened up though, and it's one. Lethal to G2, one shots across the board. Mitch with a fault line here. Valyn and Trent want to try and push up, take liberties. Vic's timing, not quite there. He doesn't see the player push coast, and now he's overwhelmed at close range, but Oxy chimes in for two. From that high ground now to the Sheriff, interrupts the plan. Oxy! He's looking for it! Oh, and it slips away! The utter disrespect!
Funny way to get the morale up. Oxy finally turning up for this squad, man.
And bro thought he wouldn't get credit with that jump off. Come on, bro. Hey.
I feel.
That's right, we had him hitting all levels of Super Saiyan last year, but very quickly G2 looking to keep a lid on the energy for Cloud9. Okay, Oxy pulls that one out of a hat.
He might just be entering the flow state. That intuitive spam.
That's called Ultra Instinct, thank you. Right, I'm older than you, man, come on.
Not really my thing.
By a lot. Really? Cringe. Blade Storm here for Oxy. Leaf has pushed up well on coast, but G2 not fully committed to this yet. Rifle round for them, of course, a chance to take the game back into their own hands. And everybody be careful, Oxy's waiting. Fault line dodge, the same one as we saw last round. It's Mitch again. Crucial frag, but it's not enough. Down to Vic, and he's the ghost player for this round. And he's been about as invisible with all this action over at B.
You can see that they're trying to get the confidence flowing. They're trying to fight together, and they are fighting.
Cloud is our boy. That's fine, because he can shoot good normally.
I've seen better Jawgemo rounds.
They take the good with the bad, Wyatt. All right, there's Oxy toppled from the top of the boxes, but Net finds a second. Falls back off it, now buys some time. No great post-plant position set up here for D2 yet, but they're grouped here towards coast.
With that plant, though, JonahP Rolling Thunder will be available. That could easily even up this 3 versus 4 into a 3v3 and get further advantage from there.
The backstab pressure, though, it's real. Jonah very mindful of it. Leaf suppressed for now, Rolling Thunder at the ready. This one could be devastating. It's hit a couple, but Net's gonna be there. That's 4 for Net. Say it ain't so, surely!
Oh, this is a force that's going to be popped into. Of course, it's aggression from C9. Fault line, difficult for Oxy to wade through.
Jonah just piles them down with that one, but they're not done. Still pushing up, and Oxy's claim too. What a frenetic opener to this round. Oh my God, he's right. Bam! Oxy gets out. Somehow Trent is alive. There we go. You know, win those, it's fine.
Time to jump.
Jorg with the trade, but in a 1 versus 3. That was Valyn. Will be on the setup.
That is a risky position for a very low HP.
Ooh.
Net, he's caught in the grab well with the shock.
What a combo. Normally it's like a seized nade. Look, that's probably harder to put together. Great grab well timing.
Lovely util.
Free kill on this sort of anti-eco. You've got to feel good.
Rifle can't be recovered, though. It's too far away for the G2 team, who are gathered up in main. Here comes the dimensional drift from Jaw. Wants to spot the players out, gets the info on all 4, matter of fact.
He's seen them, but what can they do about it? Here's Oxy with a tap. Rolling Thunder comes in. Do G2 step onto the side? Well, Jorg does. Makes a quick exit, though, as Valyn now goes brrr, trying to spray down. Enters that Omen smoke. The right clicks don't quite get him there. Oxy's down to half, but still more work needs to be done. Fault line is good. Spray, even better. And
G2 intend on working up mid, splitting into B. So much pressure on that. Kenny is damaged up on the run and caught by Jaw.
somehow, again, G2 zero in on Net's position and kind of bowled him over with numbers at the start of a round. Mitch now playing in an awkward spot between a rock and a hard place. And again, still able to extract the kill. It's so big. They need more than that. Nicely done by Vic. We're down to 5. And this plan is one that Oxy can't really intervene in Wyatt. There is Xeppaa up mid, though.
Xeppaa's going to have an engagement against Trent here. Will he be ready? This kill could certainly determine how this round plays out. Finding that advantage.
Both are healthy. Both are armed. Oxy inside this smoke, there's no way he gets away with it. Kid Wonder doesn't make it happen. And Xeppaa here now really doesn't have many options left. This is G2 going to series.
G2 are biding their time. Are they really going to wait this smoke out?
Can
Let
they
it dissipate.
They wait it out. Oh no!
The patience, the
The Nebula comes down and so does the curtain on Net's round. Devastating for Cloud9. Xeppaa though pays it no mind. He gets himself into the side, but JonahP sends him careening off the map.
So many teams there would have just gone into the site, tried to play off the cell with speed, pace. Not G2. They take their time. They punish Net for it. They don't make mistakes like that.
And now you just easy to a post-plant situation. Slowly the Anaconda strangles. First, it's the aftershock. Forces him off the plant. Then more spray. This time, a gravity well. Another tickle, another attempt. It's Trent here with the Hunter's Fury to end